Hello everybody and welcome to another Workbench update. It's the end of November! Whatever that means. I don't know, it's just the end of November. That's when I'm filming this. So anyway, let's see what I've been working on and what's coming up and all that stuff. So last week I laid out on the table a whole lot of, almost all of my upcoming projects, to do stuff, things that I've had sitting around for a while or kind of newish. And I asked you to let me know what you thought I should do. Thank you for all the responses. There's a lot of great ones. And yeah, I was thinking as I'm looking at those responses over the last, the first few days of the beginning of this week, and yeah, I feel like some of those projects are going to be bumping their way up as we go along. So thank you again for all the responses. It's always fantastic to get feedback from everybody. So please keep commenting and, hopefully you enjoy the videos. Anyway, so what I ended up doing was, as when I finished the Constructabots, which I'll show you in a second, I went on to these Napoleonics, and I'll talk about them in a sec. And then we come to today, and I spent the last few hours on YouTube, catching up on YouTube, on all the great gaming and painting and review videos and all that stuff. And yeah, like just so much great stuff out there. And while I was doing that, I was working on some things. So we'll go backwards. The last thing I finished were these two gangs from Carnevale. These are TT Combat miniatures, and they are the Vatican starter and the Strigoi starter. So we've got vampires and the church, and eventually they'll look like this. Like this. I'll probably keep it pretty true to these color schemes. I do like the purple, although I've seen people do like yellow as well, which looks really good too. But I think I'm going to do the purple for these guys, and I think the vampires will be pretty much black and red with some of the, some browns in there too and stuff. So, yeah, really looking forward to getting those painted. I love TT Combat models, my goodness. And these are like 3 years old. And the stuff's just getting better and better. So really excited to get more Carnevale. And you've seen I have a lot of MDF that I have to get through. I watched a great painting video on MDF just today by Rocky's War Room on an Old West building by Sarissa, and it was just so good. And then Knights of Dice had a video the other day of painting MDF. So I gotta get my MDF painting on. It's time. Especially for Carnevale. So yeah, those guys and gals are coming. Vampires and the church, they'll be coming up. I also finished, two steps closer to being finished, this Tree Man. I got the eyes. You can definitely tell. I think that was a pallid witch. Is it pallid witch flesh? In the eyes, and then I gave it a glaze, the green glaze that I don't think is out there anymore. And so that's a cool glow. And then he got his mushrooms done. So I just need some greenery on the base, and then he's done. But all of the figures need greenery on the base, so that will come. I was supposed to play Oathmark with my son recently, and he wanted to use this treant as a giant, but we never got to play. So hopefully next week. And the winter break is coming up, so hopefully we can get some games in at that point. Other things I did today, I put some sand on a bunch of bases of these halflings from Wargames Atlantic. They've been sitting around for a while, and I was really excited about them, and then I started painting them, and I think I was painting too many at once, and I did that thing where I kind of overdid it. So I said I was actually going to put them to the side, and then I used them in the game, and I looked at the painting, what I had painted, and I was happy with it. So I feel like I'm back to having them happily in my army, so I started putting some sand on. These guys got their first bit of sand, but because the the glue shrinks, I need to fill in these little gaps, which I did to these two groups of halflings. Yeah, so I'm going to work on that today, so I can prime these ones and then paint the bases and then get these guys painted, and I can finish painting these ones that are undone. So halflings are going to be things that I work on this week. I don't know if I'm going to paint the archers just yet, but I do want to finish the spearmen. Another thing I did today was base these metal figures. These are the champions for the humans for Oathmark, and then there is Lagertha from Bad Squiddo, and I need to paint this up in the next couple days for the community challenge by Sonic Sonic Sledgehammer Studio. Is that the one? I believe that's what he's called. So yeah, one of my favorite painting channels. Check them out if you haven't already. But I need to get that for the community painting. So you'll see these folks worked on over the next few days as well. And then the other thing that I worked on this week, which was a bit of a surprise, kind of, not really, are these 10mm Napoleonics. Oops. I painted them on little sticks, and I ended up painting all 30 of them. And then the reason why they're arranged this way is because I just painted the pom-poms not thinking about how I was going to actually assemble them on the bases for units. But what I've decided on is that they will be 4 to a base, which I knew before, on a 4x4, a 20 by 20 square base. And these 2 center bases will have the 4 command figures, which I have to order. So I'm going to make an order from Pentracken tonight. I just have to figure out exactly what, because I want to get as many as I need now, and then I think a few more MDF items for basing and stuff. And then, yeah, then I'll have some French done. I'm waiting for the British from their not Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign, which went on this. The models were supposed to be, I think, hopefully done by now, but COVID and the sculptor is still working on them. I think some like back issues or something. So he's still working on, which is fine. I'm going to pick up more French, get the French done or close to done, and then they'll be ready. And I will put a showcase here, but you can totally see, hopefully you can see it on the video, the pom-poms on this unit are different from all the rest. These are green ones, these are orange, light blue, and purple. Somewhat historically accurate. These are like the first, second, third, and fourth center companies. I'm going to put the command in here because I want to, and so when they're in column, they're supposed to look like this, and then they spread out like this, and then I want to have grenadiers and lights on the side. So yeah, all those are coming up. I'll have a painting video how I did this. I wrote down the recipe after the first 2, and it went perfectly for the rest, and I actually was able to finish the whole other 28 of them in pretty much no time, and I didn't burn myself out, which was great. So I like the way they turned out. Once the basing is all done, you'll see, like, once this is brown and then I got some little grass on the base, it's gonna look so good. So yeah, very happy with the way these guys turned out. I gotta stop touching their muskets because they are not varnished yet. So anyway, that was really cool. And then way back when, at the beginning of the week, I finished these Constructabots for Bot War. These are the builders from the Deceivers faction, and I think they look great. And I think I like the way I did the bases. Like I said, I'll do a showcase on these guys, but this is this is what they're gonna look like. I think I like the bases, pretty sure. I don't know if I want maybe a darker rim, but maybe not. I think that's cool. So anyway, so that's that. That's everything I've worked on, I'm pretty sure. I'll have another hobby haul in the near future. Probably next week I'll do another hobby haul video, but I will have some videos over the coming week. I want to talk about painting Lagertha and some other things, and I just remembered another thing I had done was I put one of these trays into the sand, glue them up, and then put them in the sand. So I'm going to clean that up and then paint that brown, and then I will have the bases the way I've been thinking about having them. So I got to clean it up first because there's a lot of guck and sand in the hole, and these halflings have some sand around their rim too. But eventually, that's gonna look great. So I just did a test one. I'm gonna see how it goes, but I think it's gonna go great. I have oh yeah, you've seen all these guys, but they already have the brown on their base. So once the tray is all brown, I think that'll blend in real nice. And then put some grass, get some. I'll have to make sure I put some rocks. Sorry. Oh yeah. So another thing I was gonna do this week, I'm gonna try to do it today. I'm going to do the heads of these barbarians so that I can finish that unit or get them one step closer. I'll have to do some of the shields as well, but I'm gonna do the heads next. And there are 10 heads here, so I'm going to use all 10 for my first 10, the first 10 of the barbarians that are in the unit, and that's going to be awesome. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Any questions, comments, please do so. This is probably what I'm going to be working on for the week, but you never know. I might add in some other things that I haven't shown here. So thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.